It's the mid-90s, and id Software had been on a tear with Wolfenstein, Doom, and Quake. But in 1997, they released a new shooter that traded gothic castles and hellish landscapes for the industrial nightmare of an alien war machine. And with this new entry, there was one thing that they proved they were the masters of: creating a heavy-duty, double-barreled piece of steel that can clear rooms and take down threats with one or two trigger pulls. We'll talk about the weighty feedback of the boom and rack, the joy of turning halls of enemies into a fine red mist and piles of gibs, and why this weapon is the best get-off-me tool in the history of arena shooters. Today, we're looking at the Super Shotgun for Quake 2. The Super Shotgun is the weapon that makes you feel like a one-man army. It's a double-barreled pump-action monster that turns hallways of grunts into a gibby mess. Here are the stats. Projectile, 12 pellets per shot. It's a hit scan weapon, so those pellets immediately hit their target once you pull the trigger. Magazine size, 2. It's a double-barreled shotty, so 2 shells per blast. Damage, 6 damage per pellet. Do the math, and that's 72 damage if all pellets hit a single target. Point blank, this thing is a beast. Rate of fire, roughly 0.8 seconds between shots. You better make your shots count. In a fast-paced game, 0.8 seconds is long enough for your enemies to retaliate. Range, short to medium. This weapon is a point-blank specialist. While most effective at close range, it is quite effective at medium range against a group of enemies as well. And for some additional stats, ammo type, shells. Ammo cost, 2 shells per shot. Ammo cap, default is 100. With a bandolier, it's 150, and a backpack brings it up to 200 shells. And the Super Shotgun is also known as the SSG, the double barrel, the Strogby gun. The SSG utilizes 12 individual hit scan traces per shot. Because the Quake 2 engine calculates damage for every pellet that strikes a hitbox, the weapon rewards precise center mass aiming. The spread pattern is also wider on the horizontal plane, making it great for blasting a large group of low-tiered enemies like guards and enforcers. The SSG is the defensive tool. In both the campaign and multiplayer, it is your primary weapon for stopping enemy momentum. When a berserker rushes you, or an opponent closes the gap, the SSG provides the immediate high burst damage required to take down those threats. And it is also the trash destroyer. See a bunch of low-tiered enemies in a group? A single shot could take out most of them at once. Extremely satisfying to experience. The balance is in the commitment per blast. Because you only have 2 shells before a mandatory reload animation, you are extremely vulnerable if you miss your target. Quake 2 is a fast-paced first-person shooter, so that 0.8 seconds reloading the SSG can sometimes mean death. By the way, if you're enjoying the work that I'm doing here, consider supporting the channel by liking, subbing, doing all of the YouTube stuff. It is greatly appreciated. Let's keep going. The design of the Quake 2 SSG is pure industrial brutalism. It looks like a heavy-duty industrial tool modified for war. The Super Shotgun has got to be a heavy weapon to wield, considering it has a carry handle on top of it. Listen to this. sound design is amazing. It sounds heavy and resonant, and even cycling the action has a wonderful mechanical sound. And like I said, this is a heavy-ass double-barreled shotgun. The barrels look huge, and the industrial framing with the addition of the carry handle gives the player an amazing sense of the weapon's weight. You'd have to be a jacked-up space marine to wield this beast of a weapon, let alone fire it. What makes the Super Shotgun great is the visceral feedback of combat. Quake 2 featured an advanced gore system, and the SSG is the most efficient jib maker in the game, outside of the rocket launcher. Or the grenade launcher, I guess, or the railgun. Anyhow, it is an amazing weapon to turn your targets into jibs. Seeing an enemy dissolve into a cloud of red sprites is the ultimate Quake experience. Because Quake 2 focuses on strafe jumping, the SSG became the weapon of choice for corner guarding. Players would lead opponents around corners to meet them with a point-blank blast, using map geometry as a trap. The Quake 2 Super Shotgun is an amazing weapon of up-close destruction. It requires you to commit to the front lines and get close and personal with your enemies. If you can master the dance of closing in, timing that double-barrel blast, you won't just win the fight, you'll clear the entire room. You made it to the end, you're a real Quaker. What do you think of the Super Shotgun from Quake 2? Did this become your main workhorse once you picked it up in the single-player campaign? And do you prefer the Quake 2 or the Doom 2 version of the Super Shotgun? Let me know down in the comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And stay tuned because our next weapon, it's gonna take me a while to write the script, but let's just say that you'll be skewering demons with this weapon. If you have a question you would like featured in my Q&A series, leave it down in the comment section with the tag Frags and Coffee. And who knows, your question may be featured. Shout out to my channel members and a special shout out to Redagast5316. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for your support. If you'd like a special shout out as well, consider supporting my channel by providing a super thanks. Check out my membership tiers for cool perks like early access to my videos, priority responses to your comments, and special emojis for the channel. And you'll also get a special role in my Discord server, which I have linked down in the description section. Enjoyed the video? Hit that like button, share it with friends, and subscribe for more great gaming content. And if you're looking for more, check out this recommended video right here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.